Good morning viewers, it's 9:40 GMT London time. This is a real-time Forex trader and we're back recording. This is my IG trading platform with Euro Dollar on the main screens, these four. This is Pound Dollar and here is my open positions. As you can see, none at the moment. We've had a couple of trades this morning. We're a little bit up on the day, nothing of any significance, maybe 0.25% or something, but we're now looking for the next trade. So 1 hour downtrend, but it's pulling back against it. 10 minutes beginning to go sideways now, pulled back from the peak of the 99.05. We had some shorts on here and we've taken the profit there. Probably should have let it run a bit more, but I was ready for my morning coffee and my breakfast. So what do we think's happening? Downtrend, is it breaking it? That's just gone above it. Oh, I think we could probably get a short on here. Doesn't look like it wants to go above this level, which is just below the 9900. So is it going to, it should drop back from this. That's what I'd be thinking. So that one was on at 94.4. No, 94 dead. You should have probably got another one on up there. We're coming into profits. No. Well, we'll get one on there. And there. Now. Let's open these up. We'll set a stop loss. Where do we have it before? 13, wasn't it? Take profits. So we're scalping. We shouldn't. Let's put them there. 91, we set at 92. And so that would be 4-ish pips, 4.5. 2 for that one, if we can get them hit. And what we need to be doing is looking for quick profits. See, is this coming up above the uptrend? Or is it going to try and drive it above 9900 again? But you see, the market's tested this once. Mind you, it might test it a couple of times. So nearly 9:45. I'd like to be out of these before 10 for a start. There was a spike in the market. Well, I say spike, it wasn't that big, at 8 o'clock. So that was that. And it's just gradually grinding higher, isn't it? So we should hit 95.6, yeah, no higher to short at. Just looking for a pullback off this peak, but these are going slightly higher. Yeah, it might have a bit more to go up yet. But any sign of profits, we ought to be taking them off the table and then looking to put shorts back on again. Right, here we go. One position in profit, 2 still out. And our average price 94.7, so the minute that drops below that, we're in overall profit. But to get the last one in profit, we probably want this around about 93. See, this shows you, rather than talking, should I have taken the profit in the first one, then now it can go back on. caught napping again. It's a game of cat and mouses, and you do need to be, if you want to be a scalper, you need to be quick. We haven't got one on at 95 so far. 95.5 we have. That is literally how quickly it all moves. You could be in and out in seconds, bang, next one back on. You see these are going higher, they're all going higher. That would make you think that the market's trending up. And it is, because we can put that on higher. And that one. Right, set some stops. 9.3. Right, we ought to put a quick take profit on this, which we have, so let's get that done. 98.92. Let's get them set. We should have had a sale on up there. Right, it's pulling back nicely. And then should we have some of these profits, take them off the table? I think we will. And we'll look to put them back on. After all, I'm trying to show you scalping, and if we're not taking quick profits, that's not scalping. So ideally, move this down another few pips. You see, it could well reverse from that. Which it's done. So that wouldn't have been a bad time to get another short on 96 something. So 95.5 was our best short, or highest short. Right, see what we're doing with these. Can we get them all in profits? Let's take that and let's look for the next trade. See, is this where it begins to break that uptrend? I would have thought that might be a buy. Should have bought down here, 93.4. Would have probably got 94 and a bit. When you see 95 and a bit, that's one pip out. Mind you, it's a bit brave buying down here. It's only going to go up to just below parity, I would have thought. Parity, I keep talking about parity, it's not. It's 9900. Right, this is beginning to look like a bit of a downtrend, but it's not clear yet. Let's get ready to close if we can. In fact, we haven't got a stop loss on, so we'll put the stop loss on a few points lower there, and we want to take profit at what? 98.97 would do us. You'd be happy if the market touches that for a quick scalp. Here we go, it should trigger. Come on, there we go, that's bagged. Right. short on that. And it might go just a bit higher to the 9900 level. So we've got one on 97. Put a stop loss on. Another one on. Open the positions up to show each individual trade. Stop loss on. Take profits on. Where do we want them? Yeah, 96 would do. Get another short one up here. Just slightly miss the peak. Just looking for a quick pullback now. Get another one on. Right, let's have the stops. And 98, 96. So how many want to do? We've got 4 shorts on. Does look like it's trending up, but at some stage we'll have a pullback from this. So we've got another 8 minutes till we hit the hour. So what do we think is going to happen on the hour? That's a vague uptrend. That's generally a downtrend, but it's just come off the bottom. So you can have, there'll be both buyers and sellers on that hour. Right, let's go back to the minute. We're looking like we should be closing some trades out soon. 98.4 is our average, and below 97 we'll have all positions in profit. So if it comes back a bit more, that'll be a nice quick scalp. I should have really had this one on here at the top of the market. And should I have taken the profit off with one of those there? Probably, because it could have gone back on again now. So, caught napping again. Come on there. So I need to get ready to take profits on these when they start showing, and some take some of the profits off the table. Right, well, if we're going to put more shorts on here, we'll wait for it to gap up a bit more. So 99 nearly dead is the highest we got so far. So realistically, when it was undecided there, I'd have been better off with a buy, coming out of it soon. It may be coming out just below 9900 and then getting the shorts on now, right at the top of the market. But let's see where it takes us. I mean, it's not like that short on far off the top that we've had so far. 1 pip maybe. And it does seem to be grinding higher at the moment. Let's get one on there. And 8, 4, 6. Right, let's see if we can get this closed out. I think it's going to push it a bit higher before it comes back. That's spiked. And this is the risk of putting shorts on a rising market. It is good to sell into strength because you'll get good prices, but the losses will accumulate until it turns and goes into profit. We'll have another one on at 94 if we can get it. $99.04, not 94. Yeah, 95, we'll have that. But I really don't like the look of this. It's grinding up. We're coming up to the hour, and that might tempt some more buyers in, which is the last thing we need, pushing it another 10, 15 pips, maybe even 25 higher. So 97 is the highest it's been. This would have been a much better scalp as a buy, and then we could have sold again on the pullback, but I do seem to like selling into strength and waiting for a pullback. So I'm almost tempted to say we should take that and then put it back on when it grinds higher. And I think I will in a minute, next time we have a good pullback. We've done it twice now. Well, that's 2 we could have had. Caught napping again. This is a game of cat and mouse, and you do need to be quick. You do if you want to scalp. I'll pull back a bit. Right, we'll close that one out, see if we can get it back on again higher. There we go. Like that. Get it on there. Just miss the peak. We got it back on again at 94, and we might be able to close it out again quickly. It's going to hit 95.5 again, we'll have it. So our running loss at the moment is £20.90. Plenty of margin in hand, plenty of room to put on more trades. Would have been better waiting to put that on at 7. Get them on. Let's get one on there, 11. Now that's a new high. 10 o'clock. You see, we should have been out of these before 10. 10 o'clock buying's pushed it a bit higher. So the stop loss set at 13 wasn't far off wrong, but you need to give your stop losses a little bit of headroom. Right, let's take profit on 98.46, beginning to grind lower off this peak. We'd be now looking for this to pull back, but it's got a fair old way to pull back. To show us a profit, we need to be just over 99.00 to get out of this alive, which is down here. So that's a 12 pip pullback we need down to this level. I mean, as you can see, it did it earlier in the morning, all the way back down to well under 9900. Apologies for any sound, that's me having a bit of breakfast while I'm sitting in front of my screens. This is the reality of trading. You'll be glued to your screens, and a lot of the time you'll be having your meals in front of it. That is the discipline of trading. It's not a game for amateurs. You need to be committed. So taking the profits of that one off the table then would have been good. They could have now gone back on maybe around here. It's only 2 pips, so you've been lucky to get 1 pip out of that by the time you've got your spread closing here and your spread opening up a new short. If it comes up again here, that wouldn't have been a bad time to reopen. Maybe another, after closing that, you could have reopened about this level, and if it goes a bit higher, another. But I don't see the point in closing out now just for 90 pence. £2 is not a bad profit. 90 pence. You're just not going to get out with the spreads. Not to be able to get back in again, and it to have been a worthwhile transaction. So, is it pulling back or is it going higher? If anything, I'd like to get a couple more shorts on really to average my price down. Or in this case, average, as it's shorts, average it up. But we've got quite a few positions in the market. Yeah, see, should have taken the profit off the table for that one there, because it can now go back on. Put it back on at 99.10. 1.3 pips higher than our last time we got it on, but it would have been 2 pips in the bank. And as it turns out, this has turned here into a nice uptrend. So that would have been much better to trade than all my shorts, because that could have been scalped all the way up. That pullback could have been scalped, and this new rise. And this is the problem with getting stuck in trades. You miss all these opportunities. And here we go, seeing that we could have put the short back on at 99.10, and we could have bagged that profit. So what is that? A 6 pip reversal off the top nearly. That's a nice scalp. Right. So we got that on a 91.11. Now we need to sit on white. See, is this 99.10 the psychological level at which there's sellers in the market? It's come up to it once and dropped back. Come up to it a second time, dropped back. Now, is it going to fall off it, or is it going to fall back just to the trend line, or is it going to fall through and come back down? As you can see, looking at charts of what happened in the past, it's really easy to work out where to put your trades and how the market moves. As it happens and unfolds in front of you real time, it's very different. And this is the reality of trading real money as against looking at what's happened in the past and telling yourself where and when you would have bought and sold, because as it unfolds in reality, your decision making process is very different. You're looking for different things. So this is why you should trade demo accounts. It's also why you should trade accounts with minimum opening sizes, so you can get your skills together. There's always going to be an opportunity in the future for you to increase your size and to put larger trades on so you can make a living out of it. But when you're in the testing phase, that's when you need to be at minimum transaction sizes. I mean, there's a few phases in the Forex market. The first is learning. The second will be testing. The third will be, which you do with small sizes. The next will be trading, where you increase your size because you're confident that you're consistent. and this could go up from, I don't know, £1 a point to, or £1 per pip to 5 and 10s. And then after you've been consistent for a while, and I'm talking now trading in a bigger size, like £1, £2, £5, £10 per pip. Once you've done that for 3 to 9 months, maybe a year, then you can consider yourself seasoned, and you can put larger trades on. And that's by and large the fourth stage of learning, where you're getting to the stage where you're a bit of a skilled trader. You could almost consider yourself, if not a master, but certainly good enough to explain things to others and teach and speak. You call yourself skilled and a professional because you're making a living from it as well. So let's come off the top. Should we close this one out with a view to getting it back on again later? It might bounce off this trend line, but I think we're going to let these run. We've got a, and we could think about bringing the stop loss a bit lower too. Now it's had a pullback. Now we're going to get a pullback from this drop at some stage. So that was 93, so we'll call it 94. This does look like it might have nicely broken this uptrend, unless it reverses. But yeah, we're coming down to 9,900 again. I would expect to see buyers. So it's tempting to take those two off and put them back on again higher. We'll let this one run. It's turned from a scalping trade into a position trade, because we're going to be in the market half an hour to an hour with this. Is it going to reverse from there or drop some more? We've got enough room for it to still drop down to 9,900. So we should have probably closed, we could have closed out there about 94.05. Which should have had that one nicely in profit. Here we go, dropping again down to that level. Didn't last there long, did it? A couple of buyers at 94. But overall, now establishing itself below the trend line, so I'd hope to see this drop further. Beginning to come back on side as this drops. 98.40, 98.46. That's way too late. We need that setting around here. 98.87 will set that. Now, grinding lower, looking like it's going to come nicely back on side. Is it going to do this? Right, so this wants to be set higher than this. This wants to be about up here, 90, 92. That would be quite achievable. and nicely in profits, although this congestion zone area looks a better target. So you're getting close to 9900 and it's bounced off it. If I'd have closed a couple out here, I'd now be looking at putting them back on 3-4 pips we've taken out there. If we'd have closed out here and put them back on. And this is the way that market moves, are in waves. Grinding lower. Or is it? And as you can see, patience is key to trading like this. You don't want to be hurried into positions and you don't want to be hurried out of them. So what time did we get these trades on? Round about here, 9:50. It's half an hour later. You know, this trade's taking half an hour and we're still not out of it with a profit yet. There's probably another 5 or 10 minutes in it at least. So coming back down to 92. This is where it's found support before. We need to see it drop through this. It's just bouncing along the bottom at 99.02. I'm going to take that one off and see if we can't put it back on higher. Maybe I should have taken two. Well, we'll let this one, I don't know. Should we let that one run? I think we might take that one off as well when it gets down to 92 again. Close it out there, take that one off the table. Right, let's see the rest come back on side. We've taken some profits out of this trade. Let's see if we can get the rest into profits. Bouncing off 9900. Does make you wonder whether we should have taken that other one off. That one at 9900 and then be putting it back on now. 9901 and a half. We could have probably get it on with a bit of luck at 92. See, we could have got it on now, 93s. That would have been a good scalp, taking that off the table then. I think we should be putting some shorts on now. as it's coming up to the trend line both times. Right, stop on there. And now then, this new one, because we put it on so recently, we can have take that out at 99.01, and we'll have the profit out of that as a quick scalp. Got another one on there, and then that one can also come off at 99.01. As you can see, we're beginning to get a bit of a sea of red. Right, if it drops now, some of those should get triggered with the take profits, which is there with a bit of luck. Others are lower. So we haven't got one on at 99.05. And see if it pulls back to here. That's 05. We should be shorting it at 99.05. Bouncing around sideways. We needed to have another sell-off. Some of these come into profits. And this one about 3 pips off being filled. Come on, another 3 pips lower, they'll be filled and we'll be heading back towards profits. I mean, should I be putting more shorts on as it falls? I mean, we do have enough open trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that's a fair old spread. We've got a fair old spread of shorts on there. It shows you 2, 4. It's about a 3 pip pullback. No, 2 pips. 2 pips isn't quite enough to close out and then get the short on again. You're just not going to be covering your spreads and commissions. IG prices include all costs, so the price you get is the price you pay. That's it. It's not necessarily the cheapest broker in the world or the best prices, but everything's included in the price. when I close out these at these prices, that's what I get, and there's no more fees and commissions. So it's quite clear to see what's added and subtracted from your profit and loss account. So support here at 99.02, like there was last time. Here we go, getting close to touching that order, that take profit. And we should see those come up and get triggered on this screen of positions. Getting very close to that. Bang, they should be triggered and come off. There we go, they're closed. Those scalps are in the bank. Now what's happening with the rest? Going down to 9900. Right, it's touched it once before and bounced back. Is it going to do it the second time? No, she's going. Right. I'm going to get close to closing these out. £7, we'll have that in the bank. Profit taken. Job done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a like if you did. Please subscribe, and more videos coming. Thank you.